YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Uche.
It's your boy Nick.
Back at it with another video,
Yes,
man. Me and
sir.
Nick were just chopping up in this car. You already know. It's very easy for us to crank out these videos because this is really just our daily lives. We honestly started this channel because like we have these conversations one on one or even with other people like every single day. And we literally should have like recorded like 5 to 10 years worth of content. But we're still
Yeah.
here now. It is what it is. And what we're talking about today is about not feeling guilty about leaving others behind or not feeling guilty about putting yourself first. I think that is something that a lot of people fall victim of because when you put yourself first, it may put others at a disadvantage. It may have others look at you differently, not want to be around you, not want to respect you, despite you working on your life to improve it. A lot of people don't really understand, once again, the sacrifices that must be made. And once you fall victim to that, you may feel like you owe other people explanations. You may feel like you owe more time of yourself to be around others. But in reality, that time should have been used to grow. And this is something that I fight with a lot. But I've built the skill to not feel guilty. I don't care, bro. Whether I'm talking to a girl, whether I am dealing with my family, dealing with my friends, dealing with my coworkers, I always put myself first, right? So let me talk, to the single guys out there. You're gonna lose a lot of girls putting your mission first. The funny part is a lot of women like men who put their mission first. A lot of women like men who are successful or who are trying to be successful, right? What's the magic word they all use? I'm looking for ambition. But as soon as they deal with the man who has that ambition, it's an issue, right? Don't fall victim for it. Because how many guys do you know who fall victim to that, coach? They sit there and they do activities with the girl knowing that they could use that time wisely to work on their craft. They sit there and spend hundreds of dollars on experiences and dates to keep her happy. Yeah, they can cope and say they want to do it too, but at the end of the day, they would rather be by themselves growing because the beauty about being a man is when you win, everyone else wins. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't see it that way because they're only focused about themselves, right? So you can't fall victim to that. And it's going to be a battle you're going to constantly fight. In the last video you said, you mentioned how you have to be cutthroat. You need to live in a cutthroat world, make precise decisions for yourself. This is one of them. Because I'm telling you this, if you fall victim and feel guilty that you're doing better and you start to revert those actions, you're just gonna go backwards.
Right. Yeah, definitely. And when you go backwards, those people tend to leave anyway. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like when you're going forward, more people just end up on the ship. You just wake up and rub your eyes like, who are all these people, coach? Like, they weren't here when we were grinding every day in, day out for the
Yep.
past 5 years. And then it's like, okay, they're there because you're being generous. You're not okay with kicking people off the boat that don't belong there, and making those sacrifices with your time, like you just said. Now you're spending time here, there, maybe with new people that only like what you have going on for yourself. A girl that might see the ambition, which is cool, but like he just said, be cutthroat about it. And what else did I want to touch on? You mentioned another good point. But yeah, let me just go back to saying, as you're moving forward, people tend to tag along anyway. The ambition, right? Everybody, they're looking at the ambition, but it's like when you don't have anything going on for yourself, if that person leaves, then you start to realize you just wasted your time spending time with people that only looked at you like a meal ticket. Like, yo, he might actually go somewhere. And then a lot of those people tend to almost throw you off course, especially for the men when it comes with like spending more time with the girl. Obviously, you could spend time with her, but just don't get thrown off track because
Yeah.
it's just gonna hurt at the end when you put in all that work and then let's just say something doesn't go your way, you lose money in your business, or you just take a punch in the face and everybody just kind of drifts away because you're not in the same position that you used to be. And then you start tallying up all the time you spent with these people, and it's like, damn, Uch was right. I should have just focused on my craft in the first place. Because as soon as the craft went left, everybody left. So it's like, stay level headed, stay focused, and most importantly, just don't feel guilty. Put
Mm-hmm.
yourself first. It'll pay off at the end, and you won't regret it.
And the crazy part about it is there's going to be signs that traps are going to be thrown your way, right? Maybe the girl might say something, spend more time with me, let's do this, let's do that. Family or friends might continuously invite you, hey man, take a break, hey man, you should, understand that like the business isn't going anywhere, or the healthy habits will always be there, just like pop out with us, spend time with us. But that's just their way of bringing you back in with them.
Yeah.
That's their way of bringing you back in with them, right? Because at the end of the day, they don't want to see you climb and grow. And I know this is weird to say this, right? Shouldn't your friends be your number one cheerleaders? Shouldn't your close circle be rooting you on? But in reality, is like people be they're
Nah,
envious.
say it.
A lot of people are
Yeah,
envious, man. A lot of
say
people
it.
don't want to see you win if they're not winning.
Yeah,
A lot of people don't have the skill to be down here, look at you up here, and be like, "Yo, that's dope. Keep going, bro," and genuinely mean that,
yeah,
right? So then, what they're gonna do is throw traps at you to bring you back in, to make you feel guilty for growing, resent you, think you're weird, right? Think you're arrogant, think you're a piece of shit, call you names, be distant. You gotta just not care about them, just brush off your shoulders and keep going.
yeah.
That's just the
Nah, that's a
ruthless path
great point.
of being in that 1%. I've always stated this, but for those who have the 1% mindset, whether if it's physically, mentally, spiritually, financially, all the above, those who are going there or those who are already there all understand what I'm saying. You could talk with a millionaire who made it by himself. He knows every video that we make is true
All right.
because they've been through it. This is life. But once again, this is videos for people who just think they're weird because, like, when you're going through certain phases in life and you don't have a Nick or an Uche to talk to, you're gonna go crazy.
Yeah,
You're gonna be like, yo, am I like doing something right or wrong? I know we've had conversations that like, yo, we're genuinely blessed to have each other in our lives.
right.
Plus Jelani, plus other people who are real close, because we all get it since day one. We didn't have to take a crash course.
Not at
We
all.
like God literally blessed us in our lives, man. And I
No crash.
understand like a lot of people can't relate with that. But when you're by yourself and then like you're constantly fighting with these ideologies in your head, like you're gonna be like tugged away by like what's right, what's wrong, and you're not gonna understand what's true. That's why we're making these videos so you can actually understand.
Nah, yeah, nah. You hit the nail on the head. Everything you just said, 100%. And people tend to give like never fall for the backhanded compliments or the copes. Like, oh, why you waking up so early? Or why you eating so healthy? Or come out and do this? Or drink with us tonight. You can have a drink every once in a while.
Oh, that's
And
I
once
don't hit you
again,
with
like
that.
everybody knows themselves. I don't have to
Yeah,
keep explaining myself. Yes, you can have a drink every once in a while, but you know what type of people I'm talking
a
about. The
hundred
people who are
percent.
trying to throw you off that consistency.
And I'm gonna stop right there. No, I don't mean to cut you off,
Nah, go
coach.
ahead.
I'm gonna stop right there. Like I've stated this in multiple videos. I will never, ever, ever turn on this camera and act like I am holier than thou. Act like I am this perfect person that, bro, I drink, I pop out, I have my fun, but of course, I have my priorities.
Right.
Of course, it's not holding me back, right? I can sit there and have fun and then get back to work. Everyone's different. Maybe you can't do it at all. And I'm not saying that I prioritize that because, bro, I barely do all those
Yeah.
activities that may hold you down. You just have to understand the balance within your life.
100%.
That's it, man. Because at the end of the day, I am grinding so hard so I can live my life. What does that even mean? I've always stated it before. Like, I want my family to be good. I want to do certain things in life. I want to travel the world. I want to have fun, right? A lot of that pertains into activities that's away from work, right?
Yeah.
So I am working so hard so I can be in the position so I don't have to work so hard. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, of course, I'll continue to make these videos about build the business plan, grow the business, find the close circle. I will always talk about that shit. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, it's so I can have fun with the 1%ers around me, man.
Right. If y'all like the video, hit the like button. Hope you guys could take some gems out of this one. We're gonna be dropping a lot. We're trying to flood the timeline for y'all. Hit the subscribe button if you want. You don't have to. We're not forcing you to. And we'll see you guys in the next one. It's your boy Nick.
It's your boy Uche.
And we out of here.